Thanks very much. Cheers, Bob. Everyone here, as you all know, Heroes is not really a webinar I come on. That's not because I don't think it's a fantastic webinar. It's just because I try really hard to give myself one free day away from on passive, and that's normally a Sunday. But before I get into the data question, as what we're talking about now, I wanted to come on today because I am so excited. Oh man, at the moment I really am so excited. Why? Because we've heard from CEO Ash Mufareh yesterday on O Tech Pros. He spoke absolutely brilliantly. If you are a fan of Ash and you have learned how he talks, you can navigate between the lines of what he's talking about. Now, let's couple that with our COO, Mohammed Kamal. And he's been very prominent over this weekend as well, with some really good interviews with Indian brothers who are over in Dubai at the moment. And he certainly has reiterated and told us exactly where we are at the moment. And believe you me, it is exciting at the moment. What Ash talked about, what Mohammed Kamal talked about. I mean, when you've got the COO reiterating once again that we only know 1.5%, 2% of what is going on passive. That's a whole 98%, guys, of stuff we have zero idea about and what is coming our way. We are, for those lucky enough to be early adopters, affiliates of OnPassive, this is literally the ride of our lives. You know, we are so privileged to have seen the inauguration of OnPassive from the early days in 2018 to where we are now. And we literally are very close. I know we said we've closed many times, but things happen in business that maybe scupper ideas, scupper plans. But one thing's for sure is we've always had a CEO at the helm who is determined to see this through, to make that difference, to make the correction to corruption, to actually build a business and a platform that is going to benefit the average person. That's all of us here, everybody who is listening to it. We are normal people. Let's take it all the way back to what he was talking about, data. Now, before I get into talking about data, let me just tell you a little bit of a story. I've got a friend of mine and he works for Expedia. Really high-powered job, what he does. He's a procurement officer. What's that mean in real terms? He's the guy that goes to every company that's out there. He buys data for Expedia. So any companies out there who's got a list of clientele, emails, names, whatever it may be, he tips up as a meeting when it says, listen, you've got 100,000 emails and names. I'll give you $1 million for it. Right? That is what his job is. He goes all over the world, speaks to all over people. Doesn't really matter what business it is, because at the end of the day, data is data. That is names, addresses, and etc. This is what Expedia are after, and he is that procurement officer for them. Let's bring that back to OnPassive. Data is, as Ash said, the number one thing that people want online. Why am I going at it this way? To try and let you know how OnPassive is going to work, in my opinion. Now, I might be well off the mark, but I don't think I am. For those of us who've been around a long time, Ash spoke 2-3 years ago on some webinars, and he was saying, in those early days, we will be paying for traffic. We'll be paying the likes of Google. We'll pay the likes of Facebook and Amazon and Twitter and TikTok and all the rest of it to do advertising for OnPassive on these platforms. But within a very short period of time, we are the people who companies will be coming to advertise with us. Why? Because we are going to be the traffic. Marty mentioned this when he was speaking. We OnPassive are going to be the traffic. Why? because we have 100% verified real people who are interested in buying something that that company might want to sell. We're going to have our own marketplace. We're going to have our own e-commerce sites. What better way for any company out there to advertise within our ecosystem, within our platforms? And don't forget, remember, he was saying that you'll be able to tick a box where on your website you're going to have adverts on there as well for you to have a little bit of revenue from as well. All of these things make OnPassive the place where companies are going to say, I want to advertise with you. So we become the traffic. But not only that, we become verified, real people traffic. None of you buy 100 clicks or 100 emails, and you might be lucky if you get 0.5%, let alone 1% return on somebody that might even open an email. We're going to have 100% of the people that are going to see your advert and have a fair chance for that person to then go and have a look. Company are going to have the analytics. Why? We've got them. We've got OTracker. They got the analytics. We've got OTrim. Again, analytics. They're going to know how important OnPassive is because they're going to get more clicks, more people viewing their websites because they are real people interested in their products. But not only that, we won't allow any company to advertise with them unless we've vetted them to make sure the products are legitimate and they are something that are going to be of interest or use to our customers. It's win-win wherever you look at. This is real data. This is real traffic. Now, I'm not saying that is going to be our only source. I'm not saying that is going to be the only way that we do things. But I am very sure that we are going to be the hunted. We are going to be the people that companies will want to advertise to, which means revenue for the business. Any revenue whatsoever that comes into the OnPassive business through whatever means is of benefit to us in one way, shape, or form. Whether it's expansion, whether it is putting back into doing more things, whatever it may be, it is of benefit. And this is why I'm so excited with what the news has come out at the moment, with our CEO telling us all of these things. Listen, I get it. People want to know where we're at, what's happening, what happened to commissions, where's our website, all these sort of things. I understand it. And I get why people are maybe nervous. But remember what our CEO said yesterday. If you are a negative person, whatever you say is correct. If you're a positive person, whatever you think is correct. And it's absolutely true. All depends on how you look and how you view. I've always maintained the same thing about us early adopters. Don't you want to see it through? Don't you want to see this to the end? Don't you deserve to see how it all pans out? I certainly believe so. I believe that this is the best company that I have ever come across in the internet space. You only have to look. Why are we still here? 6 years down the line. Why are we still here? Because we've got a company that have the attitude of we are going to succeed. Regardless of anything that comes in their way, we will find a way to get round it, to overcome it, to see this through. But you deserve as well to see the end result. Our CEO is determined to make sure that we are the beneficiaries of that end result. Listen to what he said yesterday. His drive is us, not the company making money, not his back pocket, not what he can make out of it. No, that's not his drive. His drive is making us the beneficiaries of this business. Have you ever heard of that before? I certainly haven't. Look at every single company that's out there at the moment in the internet space. Who do they think about? Themselves, shareholders, and if you're lucky, top 2% who are involved. not our CEO. No, 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 no. He's saying, you guys out there, you are the ones that I want to benefit out of what I am doing. This is what gets him out of bed in the morning. This is what drives him forward. To say I'm excited at the moment is an absolute understatement. Listen, I understand that people are worried, frustrated. They see things, they listen to things, they hear things. Stay focused on the goal. That's all you need to do. Stay plugged in, stay focused, and you're in a extremely good place. You are going to write, like Marcian said, we're going to write books about this, guys, about our own individual journeys on passive, how we overcome our downtimes, our euphoric moments of what happened on our journey. This is what is going to be so cool about this business. When things get going and we're earning the money, we really are going to be over the moon. All this is going to fade away. It's going to be a non-entity. We're going to go sat on a porch, having a few beers, saying, remember in 2024 and this happened and we were all like that, and we're going to go, yeah, I don't know what we were worried about. That's what we're going to be saying, because we know where we're going to be going. And that is what we need to focus on. Know your goal. What is your goal? Mine is see this through to the end. I've believed in this business since 2018 of September. Me and Pete. We have nothing else. This is it. It's always been it. So why not see it through to the end? I'm excited. I know we are very, very close. Really, really close. We would not have our CEO looking so relaxed, confident, because he knows what's happening. We wouldn't have our COO, Mohammed Kamal, looking relaxed, looking confident, saying, hang in there, guys. We're nearly there. Stay plugged in. You won't be sorry. When you got both of those people at the top of our corporate, you should be excited too. I certainly am. Back to you, Comfort.
Thank you, Red. Thank you, Red. Thank you,
Oh,
Red.
even
Yes.
Bob. Sorry, mate. I
No,
forgot
no,
Comfort
no
wasn't
problem.
here.
She's not back, so I'll just continue until she comes back. I'm glad you also use the F word, the focus word. So we stay focused and we are fine. That's the theme.